What's up, everybody? Nate here from Out of the Basement, bringing you a brand new action figure review. Today from Star Wars The Black Series, we're taking a look at Clone Captain Rex from Ahsoka. Finally, Phase 1 Captain Rex has made his way to the Black Series. This particular look of Rex has been long awaited by myself and many others. So it's great to see it finally happen. And it is on that wonderful 3.0 Clone Trooper body that we have been enjoying so much in recent times. It is in the Ahsoka packaging, like I said. Here's the mural art on the side. Looks very nice. On the back, we have the bio if you want to pause it and read it now. He is the 16th figure in the Ahsoka subline. We've got the barcode down at the bottom here, and not a whole lot else going on with this figure. So this thing is pretty much familiar territory, so this is going to be a more shorter, condensed review. But I still wanted to take a look at this figure and give my thoughts on it. So let's go ahead. We're going to get him out of the package. We'll take a look at his accessories and then the figure itself. First up, we have some very familiar territory. We get two Clone Trooper pistol blasters, which is absolutely essential for Captain Rex. We need both of his Clone Trooper blasters. So here they are. Just cast in a gray plastic, and we've seen these a bunch in the line. And we do also have that removable helmet, which looks very nicely detailed. I think this turned out great. The J-guys look pretty clean, and there's little bits of yellow there on both sides of the helmet, and also some crap on the helmet from being in the box. But I think they did a great job with this. Lots of paint-up details on the helmet itself, even around to the back. And the viewfinder is articulated, so it can go down as well. And the pistol blasters have weapons storage here on Captain Rex, as to be expected. And the helmet just fits over the head beautifully. And he looks awesome. All right, and here is Captain Rex out of the packaging in all of his Phase 1 glory, and Hasbro absolutely killed it this time around. Every time they have done a Phase 1 clone on this new Trooper body, it has just been a real treat, and this Captain Rex definitely falls into that very same category. You can see we have some different and unique stuff going on here. We have a new pauldron piece, and we also have a soft plastic comma, which thankfully seems to be pretty unrestrictive, which is a great thing. I know a lot of us were definitely worried that that was going to restrict some of the movement, and I guess it does to a certain extent, but not nearly as much as some have in the past, so it definitely seems like they are making improvements in that regard. So let's go ahead and get Captain Rex off the stand, and we will take a closer look. Alright, and here we are up close with the unmasked head here, and you can see it looks pretty solid. You know, it has a decent likeness to Tem. This time around, though, this blonde hair is really, really blonde. It's like borderline yellow in a lot of ways. If you just take a look at it side by side with the number 59 Captain Rex, you can see what a difference that hair tone is. So I think this new one is definitely a little cartoony, a little vibrant there in the hair, but I'm going to be displaying mine with the helmet on, so it's not really a big deal to me. But yeah, I think that hair is definitely a little too yellow. Like I said, we got a new pauldron piece here, and it is not glued down or anything like that, so it gets out of the way and actually has some wiggle room there, so it doesn't restrict the shoulder movement at all on either side of Rex, so you really get that full range there, which is nice. And one thing I do appreciate about this Captain Rex is how, of course, we weren't expecting any weathering at all, but since there is no weathering on this figure, they did the solid blue paint on the figure. Nothing bugs me more than getting those Clone Trooper figures that are totally clean, but then the paint on the armor itself is all scratched up and meant to look like it's weathered. It just looks really odd to me, so I like that since this is a completely clean figure, we get the non-chipped paint deco there for the blue, and it just looks awesome. This Rex looks great. And like I said, we do have this soft plastic comma, but you can see there's a nice cut here in the back, so the range of motion here is not really all that restricted. It's not nearly as bad as we've seen in the past, especially with like some of the ARC troopers. So it's good to see that they were thinking of that, and yeah, you can see it's really not too restrictive. So it's awesome to see though, because I do think it looks really nice, and of course you get this clean blue trim detail there. It's also great to finally have a Rex that has two proper trigger fingers, so you can actually get him into some decent dual wielding poses. The two previous Captain Rexes, we could not actually get this looking this good, so always love to see that. And Rex can get pretty dang low here for a Black Series clone trooper, even with the soft plastic comma. So yeah, I just am really having a ball and having a blast with this brand new Phase 1 Captain Rex. And he looks awesome with the clones that we got from the Target exclusive 2-pack that came out last year. And here he is with the original number 59 Captain Rex and the Blue Line Commander Cody. And we'll follow them up with both of the Clone Wars Anakins. We have the original Target exclusive with all of the sculpted plastic. And then we have the brand new soft goods updated version, which is basically the same figure and some minor tweaks. I'll have a review on that Anakin very soon. And last but not least, for some funsies, we have Captain Fordo. So with all that being said, Hasbro definitely knocked this one out of the park, and I am so happy that we finally have such a great clone trooper once again in the Black Series. I feel like we've kind of been on a little bit of a weak run with the recent clone troopers, so getting a pretty strong new Phase 1 Captain Rex here felt awesome. He's got great articulation. He's not a chinner, thankfully, because he is Phase 1. They did something I personally really enjoy, where if the figure has no weathering on it, the paint on the armor is also reflective of that and is not chipped up, like how you see the Grunt Troopers. I don't like that. I like when it's solid. It just makes more sense in my brain. I'm also happy that the sculpted plastic comma is nice and soft and really does not inhibit the articulation at all. You can still get some absolutely fantastic poses out of this Captain Rex. So yeah, I think they definitely delivered with this one, and I'm finally happy that we have a Phase 1 Captain Rex. It's been such a long awaited design of a fan favorite character. Now I can say it was well worth the wait. So with that being said, hopefully you enjoyed my review. If you did, don't forget to leave a like on this video. Subscribe if you are new. We're always talking about Star Wars The Black Series here on the channel. I'm Nate from Out of the Basement. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time.